Ever wondered what strange and unusual foods people eat around the world? Our palates are as diverse as our cultures, and what may seem outlandish to one may be a delicacy to another. Join us on this culinary adventure as we count down the top 10 strangest foods from around the world right here on Top 10 with Mayzoon. Starting us off at number 10 is casu marzu, a cheese like no other. Originating from the beautiful island of Sardinia in Italy, casu marzu is a traditional sheep milk cheese that's not for the faint-hearted. You see, this cheese goes beyond the usual fermentation to a stage most would consider decomposition, brought about by the digestive action of live insect larvae. Yes, you heard that right, live maggots. The larvae are introduced to the cheese, causing it to soften and creating a liquid seepage known as lagrima. The result? A pungent delicacy that's as bizarre as it is intriguing. But remember, it's not just about the taste, it's about the experience. Certainly not your everyday cheese, right? Coming in at number 9, we have hakkarl, a traditional Icelandic dish. Hakkarl, in essence, is fermented shark. Yes, you heard it right, shark. Now, the preparation process is what truly sets it apart. The Greenland shark, which is used for this dish, is actually poisonous when fresh, due to high levels of urea and trimethylamine oxide. So, it's buried underground in a shallow pit and left to ferment for 6 to 12 weeks depending on the season. After this, it's hung up to dry for several months. The end result? A strong, cheese-like smell, an ammonia-rich taste, and a dish that challenges even the most adventurous eaters. Certainly not for the faint-hearted, wouldn't you agree? At number 8 we have the century egg, a Chinese delicacy. Now don't let the name fool you. These eggs aren't really 100 years old, but they certainly aren't fresh out of the hen either. The century egg undergoes a fascinating process of preservation. Duck, chicken, or quail eggs are encased in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice hulls for several weeks to several months. This results in a jelly-like dark green yolk and a dark brown translucent white that has a strong smell of sulfur and ammonia. Its unique look and taste make it a standout on our list. Some people find the century egg to be an acquired taste, while others are intrigued by its distinct flavor profile. Aged to perfection or a step too far, you decide. Sliding into number 7 is escamoles, a dish from Mexico. Now what are escamoles, you might wonder? Well, it's ant larvae. Yes, you heard me right. These tiny edible pearls are harvested from the roots of the agave plant or the maguey, where the Leometopum ants lay their eggs. This bizarre delicacy is often referred to as insect caviar, and has been a part of Mexican cuisine since the Aztec times. The taste? Think a nutty, buttery flavor, often served as a taco filling or in addition to omelets. It's a strange food indeed, but one that's steeped in tradition and cultural significance. So, next time you're in Mexico, why not give it a try? Ant larvae for dinner, anyone? Crawling its way to number 6 are fried tarantulas from Cambodia. Now don't go squirming just yet. These 8-legged wonders have been a delicacy in Cambodia for centuries, particularly in the town of Skuon. These hairy arachnids are deep-fried until their legs are stiff and their bodies crunchy. The taste? Some say it's a cross between chicken and cod. Why the tarantula, you ask? Well, during the Khmer Rouge regime, food was scarce. People had to get creative and tarantulas were abundant. Strange indeed, but survival often leads to culinary innovation. So, the next time you're feeling adventurous, why not give these crunchy critters a try? A crunchy snack that's sure to surprise. Halfway through our list at number 5 is balut from the Philippines. This delicacy is not your average boiled egg. It's a fertilized duck egg that has been incubated for around 18 days. By the time it's ready to be served, the embryo inside has partially developed, feathers and all. Some might balk at the sight, but for many Filipinos it's a beloved snack, especially when paired with a sprinkle of salt and a dash of vinegar. It's eaten straight from the shell, and the broth that comes out when you crack it open is considered the best part. The crunch of bones and softness of the yolk create a unique textural experience, a hard-boiled surprise in every shell. Swimming into number 4 is fugu, a potentially deadly delicacy from Japan. Fugu, or blowfish, is an exotic dish that requires a chef with a special license to prepare. Why, you ask? This fish carries a potent poison in its organs, more lethal than cyanide. If not prepared with precision, it can cause paralysis and in some cases death. But despite the risk, many food enthusiasts find the thrill of eating fugu irresistible. The unique texture and subtle flavor of this dish, paired with the adrenaline rush of danger, make it one of Japan's most iconic meals. It's not just a meal, it's an experience. A dance with death, if you will. Fugu, A strange yet fascinating food from the land of the rising sun, a meal that truly lives on the edge. Bubbling up to number 3 is surströmming, a pungent dish from Sweden. Now surströmming isn't your average seafood, it's herring, but not just any herring. This fish is fermented, usually for about 6 months, and it's this process that gives surströmming its infamous smell. It's often described as the most putrid food smell in the world. Yes, you heard that right. This odorous dish is typically served outdoors due to its strong aroma, and even then it's advised to open the can underwater to avoid the initial gust of smell. It's this distinctive scent and taste that makes surströmming a strange and unique delicacy. It's not for everyone, but for those brave enough to try, it's a culinary adventure like no other. Definitely an acquired taste. Percolating at number 2 is Kopi Luwak, the world's most expensive coffee. For those who fancy a bit of luxury in their morning cuppa, this might be your next obsession. But brace yourself, as Kopi Luwak is no ordinary brew. It's a coffee like no other, made from beans that have passed through the digestive system of a civet, a small mammal native to Southeast Asia. The civets consume the coffee cherries, but the beans remain intact and are excreted. These beans are then collected, cleaned, roasted, and ground into this unique coffee. The fermentation process inside the civet's stomach imparts a distinct flavor to the beans, making Kopi Luwak a delicacy among coffee connoisseurs. But you've got to admit it's a little strange, right? A luxurious cup of joe with a wild twist. And finally at number 1, the strangest food from around the world is the infamous sanakji from South Korea. This dish is not for the faint of heart. It's essentially live octopus, served raw and wriggling. The tentacles continue to writhe even when they're on your plate, giving a truly unforgettable dining experience. This dish is a testament to the incredible variety and daring nature of global cuisine. And there you have it, the top 10 strangest foods around the world. What an incredible journey through some of the world's most unusual dishes. We've traveled from the fermented shark of Iceland to the risky fugu of Japan, and even indulged in the world's priciest coffee, Kopi Luwak. We hope you've enjoyed this culinary adventure as much as we have, and that it's inspired you to explore more unique flavors. Don't forget to subscribe to Top 10 with Mayzoon for more fascinating countdowns. Until next time, keep exploring the world from your plate.